Hi, Deb here. 5-minute forecast weekly tarot from Monday the 7th through to, there's the first card, Sunday the 13th of October. Can you believe it? That's the first card. Let's see what the second card presents and tells the story. So Jen and I yesterday, if you haven't listened to the 5-minute forecast new moon, wow, it's very odd times that we're going through. I found last week that I was doing silly things like making rash decisions. So honestly, if you've done that, don't beat yourself up. You've got to just know that that's all the process of what's going on in the times of us learning to let go of judgment of ourselves, even perhaps, and to maybe do something different the next time, not rush in and maybe sleep on it, that sort of thing. Second card, let's see what the third card is. So I hope this video finds you all really well on this Sunday morning. It's quite lovely weather here on the Gold Coast, or up in northern New South Wales. I am really. People know the Gold Coast more when I say that. If you're from overseas, you think, yes, we're on the beach, sunning ourselves, and kangaroos are jumping down the road. No. But it's a pretty amazing place to live. And the third card is being evasive. So they're playing games with me up there. You gotta love them. They do this to me. Usually they throw it out, and they're not going to throw it out. I'm going to have to pick one. So there you go. They're trying to get me to do something in a different way. And that is exactly what this energy is wanting us to do. It's transformational times, but tough times, we know, and odd times. But if we can just stay calm your farm till a few weeks, maybe the end of the year. I look forward to Christmas. First card, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this means that you're feeling out in the cold from society, because that's a church there, and here you are, somebody's injured. You might be a bit depressed and down in the dumps, out in the snow, feeling isolated and cold. In reverse though, woohoo! So you are sort of embracing these things that are coming at you. You realise that you are unique. That's why the church and society perhaps don't accept you as much, because you are having your own thought patterns. You're not believing in anything. The other day I had a little bit of a debate, whatever you'd like to call it, with a client. So it was quite interesting because we have a mutual respect. So we had the very formal, you speak, I speak back, you speak. And by the end of it, we were closer. Our bond was closer than if we hadn't have gone and dived that deeply in that conversation. That's what I believe. So to me, this card says be unique, be yourself. If you're feeling a bit injured, know you're not the only one. And you usually have a good mate or somebody that you can talk to be able to express yourself and not implode and keep it inside and then erupt at the first triggering. So love that card being the first one for this week from the 7th through to the 13th of October. The next card is also a reverse card. Now, I love the 9 of Pentacles upright. She's wise, patient. She's had to teach this courier bird how to fly long distances and bring messages. Venus is on her dress, and Venus was mentioned about romance and love and passion and drive and, you know, all things beautiful. Look at all the beautiful garden in the background, and there's a lovely home there. So this is feeling like you are heading in the right direction. But remember, in reverse, it can be a postponement or a delay on that feeling actually being fully felt, I guess. The last card is, gosh, another 9. 9 in numerology is the end of a spiritual journey and the beginning of a new one. So I'm getting that we're definitely coming through that birth canal and about to be birthed into a whole new era. So here we have 9 wands, 9 purposes, 9 missions, 9 goals, 9 things that you would like to have happen and the good intentions in the world. So it could be, you know, having more time to play with your grandchildren. It could be going into another area that's more craft and art than, you know, being an accountant. You know, it's expressing yourself in a different way is the 9 wands. And here you've had a wall of things that you've been thinking of doing. You need to pick one and hang on to it like grim death, like this fellow is here, and start to plan and implement ways of bringing that onto the earth, bringing that to a solid thing. Now he's got a headache because he's had a band-aid. He's got a bandage on his head, so he's like, oh my gosh, I've been deliberating, confused, a little bit crazy, and I'm a little bit spent. So just know that the last part of this week, heading towards the weekend, maybe do something nice for yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Don't be critical. If you need rest, take it at this particular time, as the energies and the solar flares are so strong. With the solar flares, you know, the best thing to do, and I've did it. I'm really having trouble with my words. I hope I'm not getting a migraine. That can be a sign. So what happens is you imagine those solar flares coming through your body into the earth, which they do. They make the earth's hertz rise in numbers, and that's Earth's heartbeat. But what you do at the same time, you just close your eyes and you think of something that's not so pleasant might have jumped into your mind, and you go, you know what? Delete. I'm letting go of that. And literally as soon as you say delete, I don't know whether it's been given to me from the universe. That might be not your word. It might be, we know what it does with the computer, but it just to me or for me helped me just forget that whole thing that I was imagining and going through, and great imagination. So it can be a downside of our personality if you've got a good visual of things, but it's also good because you can then let go and lift it up and let it delete right out of your mind. So that's one thing gone. That's one of the wands deleted of holding you back and moving forward. So to me, we have had to draw a line in the sand, and that's that fence of ideas and ways to move differently and directions to go. So I'm loving that that's at the end of the week, but a couple of reverse cards at the beginning of the week. You are unique, you are special, and you may have been feeling cast out in the cold, but you know what? Embrace that side of you. We're all different. Don't attack people, just go within and maybe write to yourself, a letter to yourself. And know, know that the 9 of Pentacles is going to turn around one day, and you're going to be really proud and have a nice home, and your patience will be rewarded. So numbers 9 and 9 is 18, and then another 5 is 23. 2 and 3 is 5, and 5 is all about communication. So communicating with yourself before you lose your cool. Communicating with people, for sure, if that subject is requiring for you both to sit down and be adult and treat it in a different way instead of like the normal barbs of, tit for tat sort of thing. Sitting down at a table, literally just say, let's sit down at the table and have a really good deep discussion on this, like I did with my client. It was amazing. We both left the room happy and satisfied. Such a good feeling. Have a lovely week, everyone. Bye for now.